Hi lovelies! It's a day 12 of Tarot Advent Calendar, and while I don't have anything new to flip through or show or talk about deck-wise, I thought I haven't showed you the Wicca Pack, or it is available as a deck only also, the Wicca deck by Sally Morningstar with consultant Gwyn. So this is first edition, I think, which comes with this great book. Talks about, let me see if I can, every card quite thoroughly. Like every card has description of the card, meaning, and magical exercise that accompany this card, or you can like practice with this deck. Let me comment about the name before I go. Sorry. So, and here is the good place to show my mug, which is, you can see. Now I'm going to share my opinions about this deck, and I'm going to make this mug part of my opinionated thoughts videos, because it's the Wicca name in it has this new agey feel or sound to it at first, but at least for me, I'm pretty familiar with the old pagan customs, and at least around here I'm not so familiar with the Celtic part, but the Germanic and Nordic and what we have here, that I know pretty well. So this deck has no like new age things in it, and it's not like witchcrafty for me, at least, like not witchy, and this is like, as the Wicca was the old name or old call for the witches, actually I think the name is maybe used just because it sells better, because Wicca, we all know what it is, and when it was issued, I'm not sure what year was it, then the Wicca thing was a hip, so I can see this was like this commercial-ish, at least for me. So 2001, totally the time where the Wicca things emerged and became really popular. So the book starts with it has so much in it. High days and holy days, the wheel of the year, then tools. These are like this. These are like nowadays, okay, the glass bowls or things, but the bowls of pottery and things, these were the tools that were used hundreds of years ago during the very early years of Christianity, and at least around here many of the traditions have survived and are in use, or at least there are people that give them forward to their children, and they practice it. And there are many available historical trails of how the things were. And making a wand, for example, then how to use salt, magical crafts, it is called here, then each and every, like Beltane, Midsummer, Lugnasat, I'm not sure how to pronounce them, Autumn Equinox, Imbolc, Spring Equinox, Samhain. There are descriptions of what they are and how they are celebrated and what you can do during them, some kind of rituals or traditions. So then how to create an altar cloth and so on, so forth. But let's look at the cards. They are unnumbered. They are just name and the message. And these are the backs, day and night. The new ones have this purple backs with the how it's called, how it's pentacle, pentagram. So I liked this one better, and I had a wonderful opportunity to buy it from a wonderful person with the Cat People Tarot. Great, I am actually remembering names of the decks. So let's look at the cards. I'm just trying to show you all the cards. This is Chalice and Fertility. You can see a Ace of Cups tarot thing going on here. Owl, Wisdom Seeker. You can see the keyhole is like physical thing she created, and the key is in her mind, or creation of her mind. Nemesis, Lessons. Salt Ring. Black Cat, Psychism. The Green Man, Growth. Wand, Intention. The High Priest, Guardian. Pentacle, evocation, I think it's pronounced. All the elements and spirit, a little bit like Ace of Pentacles vibe to it. 6-rayed star, unification, day and night coming together, the opposites uniting. This feels like the summer equinox or midsummer night, where the day and night touch each other, like it's not going to be totally dark for long, and they are like the one night where the dusk meets the dawn, and they exist together like for a while. And we have this story of a lovers that meet only once in a year in the summer equinox, the lovers being then the dusk and the dawn, and this card is totally it. The Horned God, Life Force. Again, look at his behind, to his behind, there's day and night, and they are like separated with the lightning, and down here there's the acorn, like has this rays around it, and he holds the snake by the neck. He's in control of everything, and I'm not sure how this is called in English. This is the protective, lucky thing. We have these brooches that were made out of old brass. They have found those from like really ancient times. They dug up things that look like this. They are either bracelets or the brooches that held the garment together, both women and men. So I'm not sure how it's in English. And the oak tree being the world tree that holds the skies up, and he's like sitting on the branch, and the world tree is giving fruit. Life force. Cord, initiation. You can see cord, all the elements, and the cord is like in these endless loops and begins and ends down there, and there are two different poles, or white and black. They are poles, I think, on the both sides, and like rainbow colors. Holy water, purification. Now this may look like this is not pagan thing, right? Because it's Christian, etc. Pagans realized that holy water really works, and they started to use it for their own good, and use it for cleansing, and use it for protection and everything, because the thing is, holy water really works. I have tried, I have worked with it, and before that, like the shamans or the village elders made the holy water by saying spells, and used the, it's called in my language hõbevalge. They scrape the silver scrapings into the water, and these gave them protection against the evil powers like werewolves, and the silver has been known for years and years and decades to be a protective metal, and by adding it to the holy water and say to the water and saying certain spells, you can create the holy water. And so the holy water was there before Christianity emerged and started to use the holy water for their own rituals. So almost everything that Christianity took over were the pagan old customs and creations, but as they couldn't overrule them, they just integrated them and made them their own, so people would be reverted more easily and be more accustomed to the new rules. So, holy water is totally pagan thing. There has been holy springs that are believed to be healing, etc. We have those, hundreds of those around our country. They are still there and people still go there, and they have been like cleaned up, and you can really go and take some water, and there sometimes are these information things that you can read what it was used for. And yep, holy water, not a Christian thing. So, neophyte, study. She's scrying there. And the moon and the eagle. And smudge. Smudging also, I just recently found out which herbs or the herb torches were used for smudging around here at the times where there was only like earth huts and people lived really primitively and they smudged. So smudging is not a new age thing also. Wizard, spiritual impeccability. Well, wizard by its name is a new age thing or later created, but many of the old smart ones were called wizard. They turned to wizards to get like knowledge and information. Cloak, camouflage. Spell, enchantment. Candle, illumination. Holy stone, protection. Yep, stones with holes were not so common, and when someone found it, it was kept as a protective stone and for a good luck, always. Sword, aspiration. Broomstick, cleansing. Look how beautifully she is, like in between the night and day, the sun and moon, and she is not like in our side, she's entering the other world, but the broom is in here cleansing the realm of this world, but with the knowledge you can gain from the behind the curtain. Book of Shadows, experience. Book of Shadows, I must say, is quite a new thing by its name. Crown, release. The moon, timing. Crystal ball, insight. Again, a little bit newer things mixed in. Cone of power, energy. You can see the tarot thing going on in many of the cards, like pentacle and fire, a candle as a wand, and the feather and the cup. So serpent, power. There's a strong hint to the Adam and Eve thing, at least for me. Power. Bell, awakening. Athame, commander of power. Shekinah, transcendence. I hope I pronounced this right. Like, beautiful card. Beautiful art, I love this kind of art. Raven, keeper of secrets. Hint to Odin and his companions and the information gatherers. Cauldron, the womb. Mirror, perception. Strong moon, hint in here for me, masked, and the mirror shows a phoenix and the moon insignia or the thing up there. The things that appear. The Queen of Elfame, magic and beauty, and Tierna na Oge is written up there above her head on the stone. You can see all the seasons on the cards, like winter and spring, and you can pick them up right away. Aradia, heritage. I'm sorry for my not saying the words correctly, maybe. Gaia, healing. Interesting take of the Gaia. She's like shape-shifting into the lynx and has this mermaid tail going on there. But rebirth in consciousness. The lady, embodiment. Sorry, my hands are shaking a little. Cave, retreat. Spider, patterns. The silver bow, pronounced like B-O-U-G-H, love. Spiral, attraction. Beautiful card, this one. And the last one, the familiar ally. I love this card. I have this one on my animal bones and stuff's altar all the time because I am manifesting my allies this time of the year, especially the animal, like the familiars, the animal, spirit animals and things to spend the dark darkness time of the winter with me. So this was the Wicca Pack and my opinions and takes on some of the cards. If I would have commented every card, we would be still on the third card, I think. So I'm gonna say just that, how many cards are in this deck. I will just quickly check it out. I haven't counted them. I'm not sure. I think 40 something. I think. But I really recommend it, and while I search, I'm talking. Let me know what you think, and if you have the deck, what you think of it, what do you see in it, would you want it, would you work with it. It is, besides the Avalonian Oracle, the other one that I am working quite a lot with, and I also have the Spirit, no, the Soul cards, and this is it. I don't work with more cards. I'm not sure. There's no information. I'm not going to waste your time try to figure out how many cards are there, because there are no mentions I can quickly find in there or on there. Contains the Wicca book and set of divinatory cards, weaving magic into your life. So this was the Wicca Pack. I think I've been mentioning it a lot, but never showed it. I think I can't remember if I have showed it, so sorry. So then I'm just repeating myself, but this was the day 12 and I wanted to share it with you at this time of the year. Thank you for watching and bye!